Downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. High, 180. Double dog. That's the way. Switch. Lucky 48. Recon, 132 fighter. Through.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. A toss to Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
58, come on. 50. Bring up 48.
Give to Cook out of the gun. The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On play action, Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
He was brought down by Emerson Griffin. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one lines up going for 36. On 1st down, Trubisky.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Lock in. Rush in. 61, matchbox lights.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Tackle. Watch the safety. Ball.
Here's Trubisky. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum.
And Chicago. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are in for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro. And now out comes Minnesota. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Rip left, rip left. He's crashed. Two. Hey, steamer.
To throw, Cousins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
This is brought in at the 21. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd down, it's Cook finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Bears' 9-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run the counter with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
50. Black. Where's the hot?
Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection,
accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis in the final seconds of the first half, and the Bears have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've hit intermission. It's hit. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go play action with Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on third down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A nice little juke. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Check, 59. Check your hot read. What's your 50? Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, let's get that.
Greystone, travel.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 24-yard line.
180. Match by 4. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check. Check 43. Hey, ball.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
54, right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Danielle Hunter make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their back.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. They'll come out in the pistol. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run with Cook, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Yellow. Hey, Charlie. 59 mark, check.
Second down and goal. Cousins, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. Past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Cousins to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one goes for 24 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. 58, come on.
Here's Cousins. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Lucky 48, pilot, 64, weak. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 59.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They come up in an offset eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Go, go. This
Dalvin Cook with time running out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point try by Bailey. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
Put up, 180. Red, come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 55, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
First down, Chicago.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Alert.
Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Cordero Patterson. Incomplete. Harrison Smith.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, echo. Right here. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Hands up.
Here's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here I come again.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Check 3.
Now on 2nd and 16, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Good on. 180. Watch it, watch the run. Watch the run. Jack.
A 1st down carry for Davis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, Davis.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now what can Trubisky do here in overtime? He sets to fire deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Here we go. 5. 55.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Chicago. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.